adjusting skin tones across different looks, rebuilding facial depth and volume, and correcting color casts to make the image look cleaner and clearer. In this video, we'll go through these three approaches together. Let's get started. Tip 1. Transform the model's skin tone into any color. Here, we have a sample image that has already been fairly well processed. On the left, there is a color palette containing common skin tones often used in portrait retouching. Instead of guessing the skin color, this palette is used as a color reference source. First, select the rectangle tool and draw a rectangle covering the entire color palette below. Then, hold the eye key to switch to the eyedropper tool and sample a neutral area of the model's skin. This skin color will serve as the base color. Next, the blending mode of this rectangle layer is changed to subtract. This step inverts the color relationship, making the difference between the current skin tone and the reference palette more visible. After that, these two layers are temporarily turned off, and the focus returns to the original image layer. Next, go to Select, Color Range. Switch the selection mode to Skin Tones, and adjust the value to around 50 to select the skin area with reasonable accuracy. With the skin selection ready, add a solid color adjustment layer. It's applied directly to the skin based on the original neutral tone. Then switch the blending mode to Color Dodge. Now, the rectangle layer and the original color palette are turned back on. Open the color picker and start clicking on the desired colors from the palette. When choosing a color, click on the intersection between the base skin color and the palette color. By doing this, the resulting skin tone maintains a similar hue and overall feeling, rather than mechanically copying a color. As a result, the model's skin tone can be tested and transformed into many different tones quickly and intuitively, while still preserving a natural skin appearance. Tip 2. Creating facial depth. With backlit images, the face often looks flat and lacks dimension. First, duplicate the background layer by pressing Ctrl-J. Then, change this layer's blending mode to screen. This mode brightens the image based on the existing light, keeping highlights natural without blowing them out. Next, open the blending options of this layer. In the underlying layer section, drag the left slider to the right until the bright areas start to appear clearly on the face. Then, hold Alt and split the slider to soften the transition between light and dark. This helps the bright layer blend into the skin in a smoother and more natural way. At this point, we already have a dedicated highlight layer for the face. However, depth doesn't come from light alone, but from the balance between light and shadow. So next, duplicate the original layer once again and change its blending mode to Multiply. This mode increases the density of dark areas, adding depth to the face without making the image muddy. Just like before, open blending options, and in the underlying layer section, drag the right slider until the shadows cover the face just enough. Again, hold Alt and split the slider to smooth the shadow transition, allowing the darker tones to blend naturally into the skin. Now, group the highlight and shadow layers together. Hold Alt and click on the group mask to create a black mask. Then, use a white brush to paint back the areas where you want more depth. Finally, the face gains clearer dimension, with light and shadow rebuilt, while still maintaining a soft and natural skin appearance. Tip 3. Balancing light and color for a clean, bright image. This image is slightly dark and lacks clarity. Brightening it directly with curves can easily lead to blown highlights and a gray look. The issue lies in how the tool is used, not the tool itself. Change the blending mode of the curves layer to soft light. In the curve, slightly lift the control point in the dark region to recover shadow detail. Next, lower the control point in the white region to preserve highlight detail. Then place a point in the midtones and lift it slightly to increase overall brightness while maintaining depth. With the soft light blending mode, these adjustments brighten the image in a softer way without making it look harsh or gray. At this stage, the image still has a slight yellow cast, so switch to the blue channel and gently raise the midtones to reduce the yellow tint. Next, move to the green channel. Lower the midtones slightly to balance the green cast and bring the skin tone closer to neutral. These principles are explained in more detail in the curves video mentioned earlier. Then switch to the red channel and slightly lower the whites to control excessive red tones in the highlights of the skin. For finer control, add a selective color adjustment layer focusing on reds and yellows to correct any remaining skin tone shifts. Finally, add a photo filter adjustment layer with a cyan tone, using a very small amount to neutralize the overall color balance. Group these three layers together and compare the before and after. The result is a brighter, cleaner image with refined skin tones while preserving softness. Hope these approaches help you work more efficiently with your images. Like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks so much for watching till the end.